John Doe, age 14. John Doe, age 12. Jane Doe, age 15.
So today we are
John
recognizing
Doe,
all of the children who
Jane
had a
Doe,
child abuse report in Dallas County.
Jane
Last
Doe,
year there was
age 11.
27,484
John Doe,
reports of abuse made.
John Doe,
And so today we are coming together to honor them, to read their names, and to bring awareness to this issue in our community.
Age 14, Jane Doe, age 10.
It's more than
Jane
24
Doe,
hours
age 6.
that we'll be reading these
John Doe,
names.
age 12.
Today at Garland
Jane
Police
Doe,
Department,
age
we're
6.
reading a portion of the
Jane Doe,
list.
age 2.
And we have volunteers
John Doe,
coming from all
age
over,
9.
from the community,
John Doe,
from our partner
age 4.
organizations,
John
to
Doe, age
raise
17.
awareness for this issue.
John Doe,
So we've been a
age
long-term
5.
partner with the
John
Dallas
Doe,
Children's Advocacy
age
Center,
8.
dealing with support of
John
children
Doe,
that are victims of
age
child
9.
abuse, sexual assault, and
Jane
other
Doe,
crimes.
age
One of the
9.
most difficult
Jane
things that detectives
Doe,
can do
age
is
10.
respond to a crime where
John
the
Doe,
child is the
age
victim and you now
15.
become the advocate for those
Jane
crimes.
Doe, age
The
13.
idea of an innocent individual who often can't explain what happened, may not even have the language to articulate what's happened, becomes very challenging from the criminal side. So we rely heavily on the forensic interviewers and the specialists at DCAC to give us that insight into how do you talk to children about these really challenging issues in a way that provides the information we need, but is also compassionate toward the victims of crime. And within that partnership, DCAC builds wraparound services that are able to help those children move on from the offense that happened or the historical crime onto the next stages in their life.
Because as soon as we get a case, I mean, normally we don't talk to the children, and we schedule forensic interviews. I mean, that's how our whole case starts, is that their interviews with the children, and then also the resources that they provide for the families. And once the families are there, they're very passionate once they get involved with the entire staff of DCAC.
When we talk about child abuse, I think there's a lot of people who think it doesn't happen in my community, not in my neighborhood, not in my school, not in my faith community. And the reality is it happens across all zip codes across North Texas. And so it's up to all of us to keep children safe. If we have any adult in the community who senses that there is something going on, they just have this gut feeling, they don't need proof, they don't need evidence, they don't have to be certain, but just this feeling that something's not right with a child, we're going to ask that they please make a report. And you can report to law enforcement, or you can report by calling 1-800-252-5400, which is the CPS hotline.
John Doe, age 9. John Doe, age 7. Jane Doe, age 16. Jane Doe, age 17. John Doe, age 8.